Hey, welcome to Aussie Online Growing on Shopify. This is episode 132 about organic social media. Don't turn off. Don't decide not to listen. I'm going to talk to you today about changes in organic social media, about what I've been doing and I will be doing for the next few months that I'm concentrating on, off the back of a Gary Vee video that I listened to near the start of the year, which is forever ago now. And I'm only just sort of starting to do something about this now in the last 2 months. It's taken me a little while to get onto it. About the changes that we are seeing across the board in social media in 2025. This was maybe happening last year as well, but like not at all to the degree that 2025 is seeing these things happen. And I want to say from the start something crazy, which I never thought I would hear myself say. A few years ago, actually, no, for the last maybe 15 years of social media, reach as a metric has been a bit trash, like a bit useless. And particularly to do a reach campaign in Meta as a paid campaign and spend money on reach was a joke. It really was. But I can't believe that in the last 6 months to the last 12 months, suddenly reach is becoming the talked about metric in organic social media. And that's because the change in social media, particularly this year, but has been happening gradually. And you know this is not news to anybody, is how much social media is becoming interest media rather than social media. No one's following people anymore. I don't even follow people much anymore. You don't need to follow people because the things you want to see will just show up in your feed. So interest media is sort of what Gary Vee uses the term. He potentially didn't coin it either, but I certainly heard it from him first, is what social media is kind of becoming and has become. We are like in the middle of this now. This is not sort of like on the cutting edge of, we are well into this ride that social media is now interest media. What does that mean for you when you create content, you analyze content, and you schedule content? And the same for me. What it means is the metrics I look at now when I'm looking at my organic social media about what performed well and what hasn't performed well are different. And what I decide to duplicate and repeat and reschedule and repurpose, because all about repurposing social media content, is different as well. So when I look at metrics for my own account and also my client's account when looking at what to run for ads, I want to see what's performed well with organic social media. And if a client has not much organic social media published regularly or often, it makes it really tricky to kind of dream up what ads to launch and run, because you can't just chuck a product out there anymore on an ad and expect it to take off and do well. You really can't. People want to see the story. People want to connect with the brand. It needs to be a better holistic picture of a brand in ads than just products in 2025. Just a product ad, it's just not, it doesn't cut it the same as it used to a couple of years ago. And if you haven't got a lot of organic social media in your account, sort of like a really robust strategy, it makes it tricky to kind of really hone in on what's a great campaign to run as an ad and spend some money on. So I encourage you to spend some time on your organic social media. Why is that? It actually makes you money. This is so different than years ago. If you haven't been consistent on social media for a few years, then this will seem ridiculous that that's even the case, because organic social media really was a complete time suck years ago and a waste of time. It really was. Unless you're going to go viral on TikTok or something, and some of you may have as well, in which case that's different. If you are doing this for a living or you're a content creator, you're creating content often and a lot, and you have great metrics, this does not apply to you at all. But if you struggle to be consistent with social media, I just want to encourage you that it will make you money. When I look inside Google Analytic accounts for my clients and myself, organic social always features near the top, sorry, not top, always features highly in the metrics that drive the revenue. When I sort a report in GA4 by revenue, organic social media always features on the top, in some of the top metrics for driving revenue. And that work is valuable use of your time, because social media is interest media, because people will see you based on the content you create now and not if they follow you or not, because you could create a video that just speaks to the right group of people and a whole new bunch of users will come to your page and learn about who you are and suddenly become caught up in then the next ad you decide to run to your warm audiences because they've engaged with your brand. or they'll head to your website and suddenly they're going to add something to cart and end up in an abandoned cart flow with Klaviyo, all because they saw something on social media that was just the same interest that they have, not related at all as to whether they follow you or not. So I just want to encourage you that organic social media is genuinely worth your time. I have spent significant amount of hours in my own social media account the last month, really like not taking it for granted, really trying to like reassure myself is probably the wrong term, but like remind myself the valuable work that putting the time into organic social media is in 2025, because it gives me great data to go back and decide what ads to run. It gives me great data to show me that that is where some of my revenue is coming from in GA4, and people are indeed clicking from a social media post through and shopping on my website, because being online for an online business in e-commerce and growing online, social media is the game. Like, social channels are where you need to be. And if you haven't got a robust amount of content built out, I really encourage you to spend some time every week doing that. Even a couple of hours a week, if you can carve that out, it will be worth it to you. It generally will. And you might be discouraged when you look at the metrics, but I want to give you a couple of things to encourage you that they may actually be good metrics once you get going, and they may not actually be so bad. What's the very next step for your small business in growing online here in Australia? Often things like email marketing or Facebook ads are things that small businesses come up against often that can be really costly to solve and really hard to find someone that you trust to look after those projects. I work with small online businesses here in Australia on those two very things. They dovetail together so well. They support each other so well. In my own e-commerce store in 2024, 36% of all of my revenue came directly from email marketing efforts. And my total revenue across the year was up 30% on 2023. So I am perfectly placed to support you in growing online with your very next steps. I've sort of been told I am the small budget or baby budget Facebook ad specialist, and I totally endorse that and embrace it. I love that title. If you want to work on Facebook ads, I can work with a small budget or a large budget. Or if you want to work on email marketing inside Klaviyo or another CRM, I can build flows and segments for you to ensure your deliverability remains strong, because no one wants to end up in a spam folder that stops us from sending emails. Reach out to me for a free discovery call. You can put it right in my calendar and we can talk for 25 minutes about your business and how I'm best placed to support you for a 30-day project window. You don't need to sign up to a long, expensive retainer. We can work together one-on-one just for a small period of time to begin with on a specific project to see how well we work together and see what results I can get you and your business next. Now back to the episode. So did you know that if you get a reach of about 10% of your followers for an organic social media post, that's good? So if I have on I think my e-commerce store has about 2,500 followers. So if I get a reach of 250, that's considered good. A year ago, would have considered that complete rubbish. And I was so pleased and encouraged to look and see when I was analyzing my own content, deciding what to duplicate and repeat again, that when I sorted by reach, I could see that a lot of my content is reaching about 5 to 600 users, which is about 25 to 30% of my audience. So I was really thrilled to see that. And it shows that the niche I have is very engaged. The content I create and show to my audience is just what they want to see. And it's encouraging them to interact, to share, to like, to view it, and to send, to head to the website and shop and all sorts of stuff. So that might be a metric that surprises you. So if you look at your own metrics and you're getting a reach of like 10 to 15% on your organic posts, that's actually a good metric. And those things are worth duplicating and republishing and scheduling them again. Like, make the most of them. Don't make them a one and done. The same argument is true for an email. If you see an organic social media post you have that reach 20% of who follows you, make an email out of it. Write a blog post about it. Run an ad, like repurpose it, use it again, make the most of it. And particularly with video, I have started something new in my own e-commerce store called the Brand Creators Circle. And this is really off the back again of what I know is changing with social media in 2025. And I really need to lean far more heavily into video. I have lots of images and photos for my social media, heaps and heaps and heaps, but I'm really lacking video unless I create it myself. So I wanted to bring in my customers who love my brand, love using my products, who are just, I love chatting with them. We have a great connection. I just really enjoy spending time with them online. And so I'd created a brand creators circle. So this is only pretty new. And I did an application form. I spoke about it on a live, and I've done a few social media posts. I put it inside my Facebook group, like, hey, like, please, I'd love for you to join my brand creators circle and basically get free products in exchange for content. That's actually what I'm looking for. And I'm so thrilled. I've had about 10, I've got 12, I think, customers who are now part of the brand creators circle. And I think 10 of them are going to continue on. A couple of them said they thought it would be great, but they're not sure they can sort of conjure up the creative mojo needed to create content when they know it's kind of a requirement, which I totally get. Like, I'm in the hobby niche. But I think I've got 10 who are going to be ongoing now. Every few months, I'm going to send them a bundle of stuff, and then I'm going to get some content back, specifically video. And I've had some great video back from my customers. I've just been almost to tears. I'm so happy. I just feel so blessed and so excited for what my customers have been creating. And I've been sending them some free things to use and keep in return. Plus, I'm shouting them out. So I've got a spreadsheet and I've got captions. I'm tagging them. Like, this is a mutual. I want them to succeed. They want me to succeed. I want to thank them for the contribution and the video they're creating for me and the content, the images they're giving me back. And then I want to support them as well with the followers I have and push those followers as well to their own accounts to help their own social media, creative channels and creativity grow as well. I think I've probably gone off topic about that. I'm raving about my customers now, but that's what I've been doing as well, for the purpose of increasing the volume of content I have that I can test and try, to then be able to put some money behind it for ads, but also just to help reach further, to get my brand out for new eyes, to continue to fill the top of my marketing funnel with new users that will then become part of my warm audiences on social media, but also will get to my website and sign up for my email because they see the pop-up and end up in my welcome flow and hopefully purchase as well. So this is an opportunity. This year, I truly believe organic social media is an opportunity. And it's just a different landscape. So reach is something I actually use now when I evaluate my organic content, and I look at what's happened the last 28 days, the last 90 days. I go and have a look at what performed well and what didn't perform well. And I just can't believe that I'm saying reach is something that I look at as a metric, whereas I never used to before. And that's purely because of the change that now social media is it's such a interest landscape. It's so different than what it used to be. And so your followers, it really doesn't matter like how many followers you have, who cares anymore? Really, like, who cares? What you care about now is how many people your content is reaching. How many people are seeing your content for free? Remember, this is still free. I know it takes time to do. I know it does, and I know it can be a black hole. I genuinely do. Like, I've been on the same roller coaster of social media as you guys have, but I have come around to seeing the value in it in the last couple of years, and I just feel so strongly this year more than any other year. It's worth my time. It will be worth. It's money for my business. It's brand recognition. It's more users, more top of the funnel users, more potential customers, more leads, and more revenue. And I genuinely believe that's the case for you as well. Your ads will genuinely perform better when you have robust organic content. Your organic content will perform better as well when you have a lot of it and you're testing and trying different things and you're running some ads too. They just really complement each other so well. My organic does better when I have ads running, and my ads do better when I have lots of organic content running as well. And I have lots of options. I can chuck in a campaign for Meta to test and try, and yours will too. And if you're working with an agency or with somebody to do your ads, but you have totally jumped off the bandwagon of social media, please jump back on it. I really encourage you that you'll see better returns from your agency if you're working with someone. If you put time into organic social media, into creating carousels, static images, and video especially, and repurpose it. Like I said, repurpose it. Turn that video, put it on TikTok, put it on YouTube Shorts, write a blog post about it, embed it on your website, put it on a product page, turn it into an email. Like, make the most of the content. Don't go and create a heap of content then do nothing with it. That genuinely feels like a waste of time. Go back and look at it and check out the metrics, and if you find that that piece of content reached 10% of your followers, it's a good piece of content. It seems like such a small number, 10%, but it's not in, social media land. Outside of ads, this is only organic. Outside of going viral, just your everyday posting schedule. Go back and have a look at how well some of your content maybe has done. Perhaps you are doing better than you think, and you want to be duplicating some of those posts and republishing the evergreen ones, or pulling them and going and doing a live based off one, doing an email or a blog post or a video if it was an image, or an image if it was a video, etc., etc. There's just so many options out there today, and this episode is really just to encourage you to consider that this year might be your year for organic social media. It might be the best thing you do for your business in 2025. It just may well be. It might be the best, most cost-effective avenue to find more people online for your online business. If we're not engaging on social media often with a good content strategy, and you're an online business, you can't rely on ads anymore this year. Like, you should be running ads. That's what I do, and I always will do, and I always have done. But it cannot be the backbone anymore to finding your customers. They'll just be far too expensive to get them just on social media with an ad. You really need to complement that with organic social media, and you may find you can cut your ad spend as well if you have a really healthy organic social media strategy. And if you are posting on all the platforms often and you know why you're doing it, you may find you can cut back your spend on marketing and save some money there, as well as increasing your reach and how far your brand is getting out there, and the number of customers who are finding you for the first time, who then come to your website, join your newsletter, or shop and buy something. It's a new world, everybody. I'm really excited for this year, and I'm excited to have my brand creators as well, in my brand creators circle, to see how that develops through this year and how that helps my metrics as well, especially with reach for video. I know that I lack in video skills. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing how that continues to perform. I'll benchmark it. I've been checking my metrics to make sure I can benchmark them so I can see the improvement, and I can see what performs well and lean into those things more this year. So anyway, I want to share that stat with you because I wondered if you feel like you're just no good at social media and so you don't bother. Whereas maybe you should just try it really consistently for a month. Like, really consistently. I mean, spend some time, like spend a day and set aside like 2 posts a day at least for a month, and then go back and see how much your reach did improve and how much your overall business health improved after that 30 days, and what it tells you about your customers and what it tells you about your business and your products. And I'm sure you will see a positive return for that time into your business, 100%. And then spend some money on some ads if you're not already. Absolutely go put some money behind some of those organic pieces that did really well. You won't regret it. It'll be so worth your time. And reach out to me if you want help with that, and I'll absolutely help you with that project for a month. I'll be happy to. It'll be my pleasure. Thanks for hanging out with me today. As always, hey, keep learning.